Hello, everyone, and welcome to Seeds of Success. My name is Dottie San Martin.
And I'm Jay Nephew, and today we're going to talk to you about keeping the competitive momentum going in your bowling center.
You know, now, I have a different outlook on competitive than Jay does. Competitive is very serious business for Jay, but I have a different outlook on competitive. I love to compete, don't get me wrong, but not at the same level of Jay. Jay, can you expand upon that just a little bit?
Yes, this is for one of the first points we want to make is that, competition comes in many levels, right? You've got, and if you're in a traditional base center, you clearly know this already. You've got your daytime ladies and senior leagues. They're competitive, but they may not be the high level players. You've got your mixed leagues. They're competitive. They may be middle of the road players. And then you've got your high level scratch leagues. They may not be high level players either, but they may be. They may have that mixed in. And within each of these groups, it's not clearly defined. Like the segment flows and ebbs, right? This league may have some of these and some of these. But the point is there are different levels of competition. And I think, for argument's sake, we could say there's like three levels. There's like the highest level player, there's like the mid-level player, and there's an entry level player. All three enjoy competition, but they enjoy it differently. And I think that's what you were going to hit on.
Well, yeah, actually, I think there's actually a fourth level, Jay.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Yes, and actually I think this has sort of come out of the pandemic, that there are people that do like to compete, but they just like more the socialization part of it. They like to just have something that's organized and planned and is every week at this time, and they're really just not very good, but they want to compete some way. So there's that level too.
Right. Okay. No, I see what you're saying for sure. The point of dividing people into these categories is so that you can develop programs, which is our second point, develop programs that appeal to all of these categories. Not one program that appeals to all, although you can do that. And we'll tell you, we could work with you on that. We've got special things that do that. But you could develop something that a high scratch level player and a newbie bowler can bowl against each other, and still there's no handicap needed, right? That's done through our special games that we've got and different adaptive skill levels. There's all kinds of ways to do that now. But if you're really being a purist in the matter, you've got your scratch tournament with no handicap, and it's done not on a house shot. It's maybe at least a pattern from Kegel. That's like the higher level, like a PBA type level of competition. And then all the way down at this end, you might have like a fun no-tap sweeper that's handicapped. With a max average of like 250, and everybody gets handicapped. So these are the levels that we're talking about, not the money associated with it, not the prestige or the pride, because certainly the people winning a no-tap are proud to win. I'd be proud to win anything, right? The money may be more if I win a big scratch tournament, but I'm just as excited to win something that's less I don't want to say desirable, but less recognizable than that. It's still fun to me. But if you don't have these different levels of competition in your center or available for your center, you won't be able to satisfy the competitive juices for all your players in your center. And that's the goal. So I think you really need to think about what events could you put together that would be attractive to a high level player, to a medium level player, to a lower level player, and then some players who aren't really competitive, but they like the social ability of it and they don't mind the competition, but that's not the reason they're there. They're there for other reasons.
Absolutely. And I think we can agree that everybody likes to be granted bragging rights.
Oh,
so,
for sure.
Make sure that you give those in whatever form of competition that you offer for your bowlers.
Recognize those no-tap winners equally as you would that person who
right.
pulled 900. It's important.
And look at where that recognition can come from as well. So, for example, the person that's out more for the social aspect of bowling, they may want to be recognized in social media for those bragging rights, whereas a serious competitive bowler that's in a scratch league, that's not their cup of tea to be recognized, necessarily for bragging rights. So be mindful of how you recognize the different levels and the different leagues that you're going to offer. So Jay, I think that we have brought out some great points. It is very important for you to keep that competitive bowler in your center and keep nurturing that. And we have given a couple of ways that we're going to go back now and make sure that we have the proper takeaways for keeping your competitive bowlers coming in.
All right, Dottie, take them away.
So let's recap the 2 things to keep in mind when it comes to keeping the competitive momentum going. First, competitiveness is comprised of many skill levels. And second, offer programs for all skill levels.
All right, Dottie, those are 2 great points to remember. One is certainly not all bowlers have the same skill level. You've got different skill levels out there.
Absolutely.
And two, diversify your offerings so you can attract all of those skill levels that you've got out there. It's pretty simple, right?
It is. It is. Always be mindful of what your customers' needs are. Well, until next time, folks, we certainly appreciate you joining us here today at Seeds of Success. And we hope that you will take these 2 points that we've made today to heart and that you can grow your business one competitive bowler at a time.